Hello everyone, myself Chandan Mandal, and today we are here to discuss the very first question of our contest, that is equal pizza. So let's try to understand the question first. Here we have told that there is a man named Bob who is working at a pizza cafe, and that pizza cafe is running an offer where customer can demand for the number of slices as much as they need. Okay, it can be customized according to the customer's need. Yeah. So here the task of the Bob is to ask the customer for number of slices they need, which will be represented by n, and then cut the pizza into exactly n equal slices. I repeat, exactly n equal slices only. Note that the cut can only be formed from the center or either in the form of radius of the diameter. Okay, so here we are told that the cut can only be made in two possible ways. One from the radius, which should pass from the center, and next one will be the diameter. Okay, and further it is told that here we have to respond with minimum number of cuts. It is also one of the important thing that we have to keep in our mind. And next we are told about the input format, where first line represent the number of test cases, uh, and next line represent the integer n, which represent the number of slices demanded by the customer. And talking about the constraint lies between 1 and 100 for both the things, and output should be in the integer format only. Here we have given our sample test case as three test case. First integer is 4, then 14, then 9. Let's try to understand this test case. So here we are told that we are having our pizza, and the test case stand as 4, 14, and 9. These are the number of slices that the customer needs. Okay, n. So in order to divide this pizza into 4 slices, first of all we will go for 4. Okay, for 4 slices, how can we cut this? We can cut this with the radius cut. Okay, one possibility is this one, into 4 equal slices, right? But we have forgotten that we are also told to minimize the number of cuts. So in order to minimize the number of the cuts, we will go with the diameter cut. Diameter cut will help us to cut this pizza into 4 slices just by using 2 cuts, right? With the help of these 2 cuts, we are simply going to divide it into 4 parts. Okay, so with the 2 cuts we can simply divide this into 4 parts. And talking about the next test case, here we have, now let's try to divide this into 14 pieces. 1 diameter cut, 2 diameter cut, 3 diameter cut, 4 diameter cut. It divides the circle into pizza into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 slices, and 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13, 14. Okay, this will divide the whole pizza into 14 pieces. How many diameter cut have we made here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, here are in total 7 number of diameter cut that we have give in order to divide our pizza into 14 slices. Okay, next we are going to go for 9 number of slices. So for 9 we are going to understand this using next example. Yeah, for 9 number of slices, here we can see that if we divide the pizza using the diameter cut, it will eventually not allow us to divide the pizza into 9 equal parts, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. It is divided into 8 parts. Now we have to go for 9th part. We have to do this random cut, which will not allow us to give a perfect equal slices, equal size of slices each time, right? So to avoid this, we have to go with radius cut. Okay, and to perform the radius cut, we simply have to make a 1, 2. This will be the first slice, second slice, third slice, fourth slice, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? Here we have divided our pizza into 9 slices using 9 radius cuts. Okay. So after analyzing this example, we can let's try one more example. Okay. For test case equals to 3. What if we need 3 number of slices? Here another we will try to solve this. Okay. Here, if we divide our pizza in using a diameter cut and then using a normal radius cut, it won't allow us again to divide the pizza into equal slices, right? So in order to avoid it, we are going to perform the radius cut. Okay, write the number of cuts as this. Okay, this will allow us to divide the pizza into 3 slices using 3 radius cut, right? So after analyzing these examples, we can conclude that whenever our number is getting an even number, okay, even number like 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, we are always going to give a cut over the diameter, right? Which will give us number of cut as half of the value of slices, right? N by 2 simply means here we were needed 4 slices, so we have to do 2 diameter cuts, right? For 4 we were having our answer as 2, for 6 we are going to have our answer as 3, and for 8 we are going to have 4 diameter cuts. Okay, right? And here we have covered our even number of cases, and for odd numbers here we can see that for 9 we have to give the radius cut, and here we all need the 9 number of radius cuts, right? And for similarly for 3 we needed 3 number of cuts. So we can see that whenever we are having an odd number, we simply return the value of n, okay, which will be representing the number of radius cut. Okay, so here after doing this we can also have an edge case over here. If you are new to programmer, you won't know there is a thing named edge case, where we simply see a test case, or can we say that a possibility where there is fixed, we don't need to change any answer or we don't need to calculate anything. Okay, here if a customer demand for one slice, what will be your approach? If a customer demands for only one slice, can we divide this pizza into one slice? No, it is already in one slice, right? So we will avoid cutting this pizza, and here our answer will be 0. Okay, we will require 0 number of cases. This same thing we have to do in our code, okay, using if else statement. So let's try to see this. Here I have written my code in Java. We are also going to discuss our code in C++, and the code for Python will be provided in the description. Here in HackerRank, we all know that we have to take the standard input output system. So here I have taken the scanner class, which will allow us to take the input. Here T represent the number of test cases will be taken the input, and we are running a for loop over each test cases. Okay, T will iterate from 0 to T minus 1 in order to cover every test case. Okay, and after that we are going to have our input N, which will represent the number of slices demanded by the customers. Okay, and after that we are going to just compare. If our N is equal to 1, then we are simply going to print that our value is N. This represent the base case. Okay, and next after that we have next condition, that is using if else statement, that if N is N modulo 2 gives us 0, it means it's an even number, right? So our result will be the half of the number of slices demanded by the customer, right? So we, after that we are going to simply print result. And lastly, else statement represent that it's for odd numbers. Okay, as we have covered each and every cases above, we can simply use else and print our result. Okay, and after that let's here the most important thing to keep in our mind, most of students are missing over this ln. Here you can see that our each and every answer is in a new line. Okay, so we have to use this print ln statement, okay, in order to get a new line once the result is printed. Okay, let's try to submit our code. Here you can see each of the test cases has been covered. Now let's discuss the C++ code. Here we have taken our main class and we have initialized T. Here we have take the input T for our program, and we are using a while loop over here. It doesn't make a difference. You can also use while loop or a for loop, whatever you need. And after that, for each test cases, T will represent the test cases. For each test cases, we are going to have our N, and here the input is taken of N using cin function, and after that the same logic has been used here. If N is equal to 1, we are simply going to print 0. Here again and L is used in order to get, once the result is print, in order to go to the next line we have used the and L statement. Okay, and here in the second line, if N modulo 2 is equal to 0, means it's an even number, right? Here we are going to print a result as N by 2. Okay, and lastly the L statement. Here we are going to simply print our N value. Okay, so that's all. Here we complete our code, and hope you are able to understand the question very well, and thank you for watching this video. If you have any doubt, you can comment down below and let me know.